this quick so I can get through it. Alright, so who's excited to learn about pet health? Honestly, when I found out from Stacy that I was doing pet health, I was like, great. I don't have any pets. It's not a product that I can try and have like a personal testimony. But she connected me with some people, and I've got plenty of testimony. And I did discover that it's an amazing product. The people that use it, I mean, they're seeing results. And so, luckily, I got Jason right here. So I might ask you if you want to share something. That's all right. All right. Wrong way. Okay, so just to kind of give you all some numbers about the pet industry market. This is for like the green people, the thinkers, the analyzers. So 68% of US households own a pet, 45.3 million households own a cat, and 56.7 million households in the US own a dog. And what's crazy is that the pet health industry right now, every year, Americans, this is just in the US, but Americans spend $60 billion on their pets. 60 billion, that's like more than 5 or 10 different countries' national gross domestic product put together. And we spend that amount on our pets. So, if you had any doubts whether or not this was like a viable industry for our product, well then, there you go. So, this is a slide about what I see is like the emotional connection that pet owners now have with their pets. I think it's kind of grown throughout the years. And so, obviously, the owners are very invested in their pets. There's a lot of benefits that they get from their pets. So they love their pets. They're willing to spend a lot of money so that they can prolong the life of all of their pets. Just some points here. Pet owners benefit from their relationship in physical and emotional ways. We know that the money we spend on nutritious food and supplements helps us live longer and better. So health-wise, what is true for human bodies is true for our pets. Also, there's, as like in the recent, everybody say, So in the past, I would say like maybe in the past decade, there's been kind of a revolution in like human buying or like human habits in buying food, in diet and stuff, the organic thing and eating clean and all that stuff. So the same trend is happening with humans, is happening with pets. It's like now pet owners are more conscious of what they're feeding their pets. They want to find organic food and supplements, and so that trend is also happening with the pet health industry. And that's perfect for our product, because our products are all natural, they're healthy, they're good for the pets, they're organic, so it's good. Alright, so this is a picture of the typical ingredients that go into pet food. Kind of makes you happy that you're not a pet, right? Because you got like chicken bones and you got powders and different stuff like that. There's like one little slice of meat right there. You can see it. Meat and bone, actually. So this is the stuff that goes into pet food. So it's obvious that they're not getting really what they need. They're getting a bunch of scraps, different byproducts, and they're just processing it and making it into little pellets. So that's where our product comes into play. Oh man, there's going to be a lot of these pictures. So, what's interesting is like different breeds of dogs, different breeds of cats, they have different genetic makeup. So they need different supplements, they need different nutritional products and stuff in order to be healthy. And so to kind of take the guesswork out of that, unless you're an expert and you train dogs and you've done a lot of research, you really don't know what you need to give your pets. So, the first product that we have is the multivitamin. So the multivitamin, it's in a powder form, and the way I see it is like the multivitamin helps the pet stay healthy. Like it helps promote like the normal function of their body and their functions the way that God designed them. So these are just some bullet points. It promotes normal growth and repair of body tissues. It promotes strong bones and teeth. It provides antioxidant support, it provides protection from damaging free radicals, it supports the immune system, it promotes digestive health, it helps the vision and the eye health of the pet, it promotes strong bones, energy levels. So I mean, you see there's like tons of benefits from the multivitamin. And right now, the multivitamin is only for dogs though. So we don't have it for cats just yet. These are the different, I told you. So these are the different vitamins that are in the multivitamin. As you can see, there's vitamin A, D, and E, and they all serve a very specific purpose. And there's B vitamins also in the multivitamin, which, as we know, for humans, it's for energy, and it's the same with the pets. It helps them maintain normal and high energy levels. And the next product we have is the OPC, and it's also in powder form. It's not isotonic, but it's in the formula that's best for the dogs. And so, and not only is it OPC, but it also has glucosamine, and it has, what I found out, it has 500 milligrams of glucosamine, which is the recommended amount for dogs. And so, I heard that there's not too many products out there that actually have that amount in it. Some products have it, but not to that level. And so we have just the right amount for the dogs. And so glucosamine, as we know, it helps promote, it helps the body produce normal levels of cartilage. And so, dogs are running around, they're doing a lot of activity, they're always jumping on things, and so their joints, they suffer a lot of impact, and so it's important for them to have something that helps them produce that cartilage. Otherwise, they're going to be in pain when they move. As they grow older, they're going to suffer a lot of pain, they're going to become immobile, and so it's important for them to get that glucosamine. And again, it combats free radicals. It helps maintain healthy cholesterol levels, healthy circulation, joint flexibility, that's the main thing, cardiovascular health, and high energy levels. And so I think with the multivitamin, what it does is it helps maintain normal energy levels. But the OPC3, it kind of gives them that extra boost, especially if they're like working dogs, hunting dogs, they're jumping in water and doing a lot of running around, they're going to need that extra boost, and that's what the OPC3 does. And there's some more benefits. There's more. Helps support visual health. It's a free radical scavenger. It helps blood circulation. It helps the animal recuperate quickly. If you've taken them out on a hunting trip, and usually, if they're not taking OPC3, they're going to be very tired. They've done a whole lot of stuff, and their energy levels are sapped. So if you're giving them OPC3, they're able to recover very quickly. Like within the next day, they'll be right back into normal energy levels. And the last benefit is obviously the coat quality. And so this is something that Jason kind of made sure that he kind of harped on. He was like, man, the best thing or the most important thing I've seen is that the coat quality is awesome when you put them on this OPC3. And the coat quality, just like for us humans, that's their skin. That's the barrier between the environment and the pollutants and their internal organs. So it's important that they have a strong and healthy coat quality. All right, these are the different ingredients that go into the OPC3. These three ingredients, their main benefit is obviously like blood circulation. They're all antioxidants, and it just helps produce healthy circulation. So that, the blood, it carries oxygen, it carries the nutrients to the different organs of the body. So blood circulation is very important. And this next slide is the other three ingredients in the OPC3. The bioflavonoids, these are the actual antioxidants that actually fight the free radicals. And then the glucosamine, that's for the bones, for the joints. So this is like the stuff that's in our OPC3. So like, Market America hasn't, they put in the same quality into the pet health product as they have with us. Alright, so these are a couple pictures of some dogs that have actually been on the OPC3. And so these are actually Jason's dogs. So I'm going to get him up here just to share a little bit, some personal testimony.
That's Rocky. That's a Chesapeake Bay Retriever. We lost him a few years ago to old age, but just the last years that he was on the glucosamine, he hunted hard his whole life. He was a phenomenal dog. I miss him a lot. But anyways, it was really great to see how it affected him just after a hunt. Like I said, I mean, they regenerate. Because dogs, it takes a lot out of them being in the cold water and all the exercise and the birds and stuff. And it really did help. I mean, it helped him recuperate a lot quicker than he normally would. So And then Boo, that's our little black lab right now. We got her with us. And she's a good dog. Like Paul said, they're like family, and we love our animals, and you know, they don't get to pick their owners. We're the ones that pick them, so why not take care of them? So the foods that we put out there nowadays, the foods that they're given nowadays, like Paul's showing you too, they get a lot of byproducts. So they're getting bones, beaks, eyes, feathers. They're getting everything in that food. So that supplement does help, and I'm a true believer on OPC. I don't know much about the multivitamin. I've never used it, but I can definitely vouch for the OPC. It has been phenomenal. But yeah, I can't say enough about it. So.
Awesome.
I feel like I didn't put out a disclaimer like that middle picture. Just because you give your dog OPC3 doesn't mean you're gonna bag that in the box. If you train Jason, then maybe. But just taking OPC3 is not gonna do that. All right. So the next category of products we have are grooming products. And so, you know, just like with humans, you know, there's tons of environmental irritants, pollution, different environmental effects on the dog. And so their skin, their fur, their coat, it's very important that they have good products when you wash them and you bathe them. So what we have is the hypoallergenic shampoo, and this is for dogs, and it's got stuff that we have in our shampoo. And it's got aloe, and we know aloe is very good for the skin. It's got oat kernel flour to soften the coat. And it moisturizes and conditions. It's non-irritating, non-stinging, even in the eyes. It's pH balanced, and it's for normal, dry, and sensitive skin. And it gets rid of flaking, smells good. That's the most important, it smells good. Everybody likes a dog that smells good. So this is for dogs that I guess don't really have any like diseases or any issues with their skin. It's just for dogs to kind of help maintain normal fur quality, coat quality. But for the dogs that actually do suffer from any of these, there you go. That's the name. Has anybody dressed their dog up like that? They don't want to admit it. They probably do. Okay, see, there you go. So for dogs that might be suffering from any of these, we have the medicated shampoo. So the medicated shampoo has panthenol, which is a provitamin of B5, and not only that, but it also has menthol to soothe and calm the skin. And so it also has odor neutralizers, so it neutralizes any odors, but then your dog also comes out smelling minty fresh. So that's good, that's always good. And it's safe for puppies, cleanses and moisturizes just like the hypoallergenic one. The coat quality is always going to be good, top notch after you use this. It's antibacterial, antifungal, and it's pH balanced. And it's also for dogs only. Alright, and the last product in our product line is the paw and oil. It's the paw balm. And so I was just thinking, like, you know, dogs and cats, they're running around outside on the ground, on the concrete and the dirt and mud, and they have their paws are like their shoes. Like we as humans, we have shoes, and so we, you know, ideally we would rotate out, we would get new pairs of shoes every 6 months, you know, because they wear down, and so the soles, you know, they get real thin. So with dogs and cats, they don't get new paws, so it's important to take care of their paws. And so what we have is the paw balm. So when you use this, it helps to soothe the padded paw, and it helps build like a layer of protection, and it keeps that skin, you know, that they have for the paws, it keeps it strong and healthy. And so this one, actually there was a testimony from one of our unfranchised partners, Holly. She says that she uses this on her dogs religiously, and they love it. They love it so much that they actually eat it at times. So she has to use a lot of it. But I mean, they love it, it works, you know, they're running around, and she actually trains and breeds boxers. So she uses this for all of her dogs. Yeah, and so this is a flyer that you can actually download and print out from your unfranchised back office, and it just shows the 5 different products that we do have in the pet health line. And this is a picture of Holly in Vegas. So Holly shared a testimony like Vegas was her road dog. She took him everywhere. He would co-pilot the truck with her. They would go to dog shows and stuff, and so they were inseparable. So when he turned 9, he developed a condition called spondylitis, to where it's like a fusion of the spine. And he could barely move, he could barely get up, he couldn't go up the stairs, he couldn't climb the couch or anything. And so she took the dog to the vet and they prescribed Rimadyl, which is like an anti-inflammatory. And so he was on Rimadyl, but he would have to go to the vet to get his blood checked every 3 months because Rimadyl would affect his liver or his kidneys. And so it was right around this time that she got introduced to Market America and she was evaluating the business. And so somebody introduced her to the pet health and the OPC3. So she started giving it to him. And within 5 days, she said within 5 days, he was climbing the stairs. He was getting on the couch. They would go on a daily 1.5 mile walk. He was running around. And so this is probably when he was like 10 years old. And so she's seeing these kinds of results in her dogs. And so that's just one last testimony to kind of just give you an idea of the effectiveness of the product, that it actually works. It's just like the human OPC3. And so, yeah, there you go. If you didn't know,